Hi, my name is Determinants and I'm from Learn with JD. So I'm trying to solve few problems from determinants, a very few good problems. So let's start with the first problem. So the पहले problem में they've shown a determinant like this and they've told that there are three angles P, Q and R जिसका sum 180 है. So you can assume they are angles of a triangle. Or they've told कि either two of these are equal. That is either P is equal to Q or Q is equal to R or P is equal to R. Any of these three cases can be valid at the same time. Not at the same time, sorry. Any of this can be valid or है. From this determinant, you will have to first simplify the determinant ताकि वो looks better. So you can see कि यहाँ पे एक 1 add हुआ है और यहाँ पे एक 1 है. So we can subtract these two columns. So you know that 1 gets cancelled off. So we can apply operation. We are changing the column 2, right? We are changing the column 2. So column 2 gives column 2 minus column 1. That means this column minus this column. So 1 plus sin p minus 1. So you will get only sin p. Similarly 1 plus sin q, which is the column 2 minus 1. Again the 1 gets cancelled. And so on for the third column. So the new determinant will look something like this. 1, 1, 1. You will get sin p, you will get sin q, and you will get sin r. Here you will, if you multiply inside the bracket, you will get sin p plus sin square p, and you will get sin q plus sin square q, and sin r plus sin square r. ऐसे बन जाएगी. अब देखो again, if you see column 2 and column 3, there is something again common like we had for this column 1 and column 2 जैसे question में था. अब देख यहाँ पे sin p sin q सब common है, तो same operation, we'll subtract column 3, we'll change column 3, we'll transform column 3 by subtracting column 3 minus column 2. So see, if I subtract this minus sin p, what happens? ये sin p cancel होगा. Same with this sin q, ये और minus sin r, which is column 2. So हम basically c3 minus c2 operation कर रहे इधर. Got it? So you'll only get sin square q, sin square r, sin square p. So now after this transformation, the determinant will look something like this. Sin q, sin r, sin square p, sin square q, and sin square r. Yes. Now this you have studied. There is an identity like this, so I'll just show you the identity. We have proved everything. Maybe in your coaching institutes you might have done this. 1, 1, 1, A, sorry, B, C, then उनका जो स्क्वायर है वो थर्ड कॉलम में आएगा. Okay, and this is basically A minus B cyclic order. The next is B minus C, then again C minus A. This is the answer. Then we used to have same thing with cube also. So we have studied this identity 1. Next, instead of squares there is cubes. See, if I see the total degree here, it is 3. And here also when you multiply, there is a possibility that you get multiplication of 3 quantities where the total degree of the quantity is 3. So this is how I remember this identity is belonging to this. यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि total power becomes 4. So you will get the same thing. But you will get an A plus B plus C also. So this total degree is 3 and that 3 gets multiplied with every term whose degree is 1. So see, the degree is 4. उसके बाद there is one more identity that you learn जिनमें square comes in between. Here the total degree becomes 2. So here the total degree comes 2. So you can remember this will always be there. Okay, now यहाँ पे तो पता है इसका total degree 3 है, तो यहाँ पे कुछ 2 डिग्री होना चाहिए. तो what we do, what we observe is this one, the product of two, AB plus in cyclic order, AB plus BC plus C. So these three identities are very important to learn. Now relating to our problem, which identity comes? If you carefully observe, this is the identity that comes. That is, one is in one, all the ones are in one column, and all the three different quantities are in the second column, and uske squares are in the third column. So it's the same thing. See? So this can be written as sin P minus sin Q, cyclic order. Sin Q minus sin R, and sin R minus sin. Okay, this is written in cyclic order. Because this was your A, this was your B, this was C, this was A square, B square, C square. If you observe, it is A minus B, B minus C, and C minus. Now they have told in the beginning that any one of these two angles are equal. So if they are equal, if suppose I'm saying, suppose, hypothetically, if P is equal to Q, then I can say sin P is equal to sin Q. Angle same है तो उसका sin value भी same होगा. So one of them will be definitely 0. One of them will definitely 0. And the product, if one is 0, the entire thing is 0. So answer is 0. Okay, so that's the question. I hope समझ में आया होगा. ठीक है. Now, this is also a good question. So before that, you should know, maybe in coordinate geometry you might have learned, if there are three coordinates of a triangle, x1, y1, x2, y2, and x3, y3. ये three coordinates there, and उसका area ढूंढना है in the determinant form. In the determinant form, you will say the area of the triangle is half of 1, 1, 1. So this is how you find the area of a triangle. If you know the three coordinates, right? You have done all this. You have definitely done this in straight lines. So using this logic, we'll have to solve this problem. Okay. So they are saying in this same problem, they are saying we have area of a triangle whose vertices are this. Area is 1. An area of another triangle, जिसका vertices are like this, and the area is 4. So if so I'm just again repeating this same thing, just copying it out so that you get to know the idea. So let's write the coordinates in the form that is given in the question. That is, one is A square, and the other one is B square, the other, sorry वो भी रिलीज हो गया, C square. So, and here the area is given as 1, basically, to 1. And I will just replace this by A square, और यहाँ पे B square, और यहाँ पे C square. ठीक है. Similarly, for the next one, we have what? P square, Q square, और R square है, और यहाँ पे तो एरिया 4 है. And here you can directly write the same thing, P square, the coordinates Q square, R square. Okay. So this whole determinant value, what will that become? This whole determinant value will become 2. Okay, this 2 can go and multiply here. ये 2 होगा. ऐसे भी यहाँ पे ये जो 2 है, it will go and cross multiply with 4 to become 8. So this value of the determinant becomes 8. Okay. So you can pause your screens here and write this down, because now I'm going to the previous page and directly I will substitute these values as 2 and 8. Okay. I guess हो गया होगा. Now they have given a totally different determinant. See, the squares है, सब squares है. तो एक काम करते हैं, उसको एक्सपैंड करके देखते हैं कि कैसा है. ओके, सो हियर 1 प्लस 2AP प्लस पी स्क्वायर, और यहाँ पे 1 प्लस 2BP प्लस पी स्क्वायर, और यहाँ पे 1 प्लस 2CP प्लस पी स्क्वायर, 1 प्लस 2AQ प्लस क्यू स्क्वायर, और यहाँ पे 1 प्लस 2BQ प्लस क्यू स्क्वायर, और यहाँ पे 1 प्लस 2CQ प्लस क्यू स्क्वायर. अरे यार कितना लिखना पड़ रहा है. 1 प्लस 2AR आर स्क्वायर, 1 प्लस 2BR आर स्क्वायर. मैं ऐसे लिख रहा हूँ, देयर इज अ रीज़न फॉर दैट. ओके, 2CR प्लस आर स्क्वायर. नाउ ऐसे क्वेश्चन यू माइट हैव डन मेनी थिंग्स, लाइक एक डिटर्मिनेंट यू कैन राइट इट एज अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू डिटर्मिनेंट्स, एंड दिस इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट एग्जाम्पल्स दे स्टार्ट विद इन क्लास. तो ऐसे क्लिक होना चाहिए कि हाँ सर इट्स अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू डिटर्मिनेंट्स. कैसे आता है वो आइडिया? सी, इन सपोज दिस हर रो के पहले वाला एलिमेंट ना में देयर विल बी ऑलवेज 3 कॉमन टर्म्स. तो देख ये 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 like that for every row there will be another common element. If there is no common element then you have to do some manipulation, but होता है बहुत सारे questions ऐसे product of determinants में होता है. Sooner or later I will show you in my YouTube channel those questions. So anyways, so this now you understood the hang of it. See, अब देख ये 1 ये r square इस रो में. अच्छा यहाँ पे तो 1 भूल गया, देख अच्छा हुआ. अब समझे कि मैं क्यों लिखा है पूरे. तो 1 r square, and the remaining will come as a elements of the determinant of the other matrix. अब यहाँ पे पहला वाला मैट्रिक्स क्या होगा? 1p p स्क्वायर, 1q q स्क्वायर, 1r r स्क्वायर. हो गया. ओके, नाउ यहाँ पे this 1 is getting multiplied with what to get again 1 obviously. Now what should get multiplied with p to get 2AP? 2a. अब मैं कॉलम में क्यों लिख रहा हूँ? क्योंकि मैं रो इनटू कॉलम कर रहा हूँ. नाउ ये मैट्रिक्स नहीं है, बट इवन देन मैं ऐसा फॉलो कर रहा हूँ डिटर्मिनेंट के लिए भी. आई एम फॉलोइंग द सेम थिंग फॉर डिटर्मिनेंट ऑल्सो, बट डिटर्मिनेंट यू कैन मल्टीप्लाई इन एनी वे बिकॉज डिटर्मिनेंट का ट्रांसपोज कभी सेम ही है. गेटिंग? सो यू कैन, आई कैन इन डिटर्मिनेंट्स देयर इज यू हैव अ फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी टू मल्टीप्लाई रो इनटू रो, कॉलम इनटू कॉलम, कॉलम इनटू रो, रो इनटू कॉलम. आई ऑलवेज प्रेफर कॉलम रो इनटू कॉलम जैसे हम मल्टीप्लिकेशन में कर रहे हैं मैट्रिक्स में. सो यहाँ पे 2. नाउ p स्क्वायर इनटू व्हाट? Oh sorry, I have made a big gross mistake. Okay, so this is actually a square p square, a square q square, और ये a square r square and so on. That is some mistake from my part. p square तो rectify कर दिया मैंने. b square q square, p square r square, b square, sorry, c square p square, c square q square, or c square r square. So these are the data that is going in one matrix. So you can see still a p square common. See, still p square, still r square, a sub common still. So you will have to multiply with a square. Here 1b 2b b स्क्वायर आएगा, 1 2c c स्क्वायर आएगा, राइट? सो नाउ इफ यू सी द मल्टीप्लिकेशन 1 into 1 1, 1 into 1 1, p into 2a 2ab, p square into a square p, and सारे ऐड होगा. टेक एनी रो, इट विल वर्क. दिस एंड द सेकेंड रो, लेट्स सी. 1 into 1 c1. Now r into 2b 2br, r square into b square b square. So see, it's perfect. Now if you see this value directly, we have it is 8. Okay, it's 8. So this is 8. Now यहाँ से this determinant and this determinant, if you see, is basically transpose, right? And you know transpose of any a transpose का determinant value is exactly equal to 8. That's not a problem. This determinant value is, if there was no 2 here, इसका determinant value 2 ही होता है. But now you can take a 2 common from this row. So I'll take a 2 common and it will make it 1 1 1 A B C और A square B square C square. अब देख ये ट्रांसपोज है किस डिटर्मिनेंट का, इस डिटर्मिनेंट का. डिटर्मिनेंट वैल्यू सेम है, ट्रांसपोज लिया भी. So the answer is true here. So 8 into 2 into 2. So that is 32. 32 is the answer for this question. Sorry वो पहले मैं थोड़ा मिस्टेक कर दिया एक्सपेंशन में, but हाँ, once I understood that I'm taking the multiplication, then I understood there is something wrong. It's not coming the same determinant that we discussed. Okay, so let's go to the next problem. अच्छा, ये problem. This is very easy actually. See, first of all, when you open this determinant, you will get a biquartic equation, and that's what they have written it, and they have not given the coefficient value, and then using the first, after finding the coefficient value, you need to find this value. Okay, so you should understand how you get a biquartic equation. तो ये रो पे ओपन करोगे तो समझेगा कि ये biquartic ही मिलना चाहिए. देख, फिर take x square, here it will be when you open through x square in this row, x square into क्या आएगा, x square 12 minus x square. See, you got a biquartic. So you will get a biquartic for sure. So in one row and one column you add the maximum powers of x का power add कर देना, you will get the degree of the equation. So here, definitely here it is a biquartic equation. But we'll not expand it just like that because it's very easy. We have row and column transformation है, तो use करते हैं इसका, क्योंकि we see two different equal data here. Whenever in determinants, try to make in a particular row or a particular column at least make 2 zeros. That will easily help us to open the determinant. तो यहाँ पे मिल रहा है देख, if I subtract anything by the second row or the third row by, I'll transform the third row. Third row is R3 minus R2. तो क्या मिलता है फिर, x 2x, because first row is intact, second row is also intact because we are transforming the third row. Now row 3 is what, x, तो x minus x square आएगा. Okay, तो x minus x square, and x minus x is 0, and 6 minus 6 0. Okay, now let us open the determinant along this. Okay, so if you know, this is the one first element 1 1, इसका 1 2, इसका 1 3, right? So इसका जो कोफैक्टर आएगा 1 plus 3 minus 1 raised to 1 plus 3 आएगा, which is basically 1. तो इसका positive है, and it is a easy method is there. See, this is anyway positive because it's 1 1, तो इसका sum I plus j 2 होता है. Then do alternate positive negative. तो 1 positive negative positive negative positive, ये negative है तो positive negative, ये positive है तो negative positive. See, directly you got the signs of the cofactors. That's one easy method that I follow. Okay, so let's open this. So element is x minus x square, it's positive, and if I delete this row and column, you get a determinant like this, right? So it will be 2x x 6 ऐसे आएगा, बाकी सब 0 आएगा. माइनस 0 प्लस 0, क्योंकि इसका एलिमेंट नेगेटिव है इसलिए मैंने माइनस 0 लिखा. और x माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर इंटू 12 माइनस एक्स ऐसे आएगा. करेक्ट. Because determinant I open like this, 12 minus Sarah's rule. Now multiply inside, what you get, 12x minus 12x square and minus x cube plus x raised to 4 आ गया. अब इन दोनों को कंपेयर करना है, so I'll write it properly. x raised to 4 minus x cube minus 12x square plus 12x plus, there's no constant, 0, and I'm comparing it with a x raised to 4 plus b x cube plus c x square प्लस डी एक्स प्लस ई। तो कंपेयर करके क्या मिलेगा, a इज़ इक्वल टू 1 मिलेगा, देख 1 ही है, यहाँ पे -1 है तो b इज़ इक्वल टू -1, c इज़ इक्वल टू -12, दैट इज़ द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x स्क्वायर। नाउ d इज़ द कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x, दैट इज़ 12, एंड कोई कांस्टेंट टर्म नहीं है इसलिए मैंने +0 डाला तो e 0 है। Okay, so I have got the values of all the constants. Just see it. I've got the value of all the constants, all the coefficients. Sorry, constants me, all the coefficients. Now I need the value of this. So let me just do one thing. Just reduce the size of this so I can fit it here. So you want value of 5a plus 4b plus 3c plus 2d plus e का वैल्यू, तो 5 into 1 plus 4 into -1 plus 3 into -12 plus 2 into 12 plus 0, 5 into 5 minus 4 minus 36 plus 24 is equal to कितना आ रहा है 1 minus 12, तो बेसिकली 1 plus 1 minus 12 आ रहा है, -11 आ रहा है, राइट? सो -11 इज नॉट एन ऑप्शन हियर, सो कोई गलती नहीं किया ना। -36, 2 times 24, ठीक है, तो -11 is the answer. The answer is none of this. Okay, so I have discussed 3 good problems of determinants. I'll come up with a few more, maybe from other chapters also, sooner or later. Okay, bye.